one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion for the minutes?
Is he not calling in then?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm
Rick?
sorry.
I didn't know if he's calling in or not. Yes, I thought he said he was, but
Okay, I don't know.
I guess we'll just start without him.
Okay, then I'll second the minutes. All in favor? There we go. Lost him.
I just hit the green, is that what you did?
Yeah, I think so.
Benton County Supervisors,
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
I thought that was you.
Good morning, Rick.
Yeah. Hello, fellas, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. We, Gary made a motion already to approve the minutes, and I seconded it, so.
Very good.
All in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
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 Okay. How about the claims?
I've got some questions.
You got some questions?
Not a big deal. Or is the conservation board still on the expensive phones?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Really?
think
Yeah.
Ben's working on that though, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
Ben was at the conference last week in Des Moines, but he should be back today.
and
Ask him on
we've got safety equipment, $2,220.
I believe that's for the bulletproof vest. I'm not sure.
that. Is it conservation?
Yes.
I think they did have to upgrade.
Yes, because I was a big pusher of that. They, the gals did not have, how can I say, maybe they had men's jackets.
But I think we did apply for a grant, so
Yes.
some of that might be reimbursed.
Well, yeah, I think, I don't know. There's a time you can apply for it to get it cheaper, and it was, they missed that time to apply, and I just said, you need them. Yeah, so I was a big pusher on that
Well, that's fine. I mean,
they didn't have vests that fit them, understand?
do they wear vests all the time?
When like they're working in, being a officer,
Mhm.
yes, but otherwise mowing lawn or doing the regular business, no.
I was gonna say that could get uncomfortable.
Yes. But when they're patrolling parks at nights, you know what I mean? They need them, so.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Do you have any?
I had a comment.
Okay.
I had a comment on page 2. I see Rock Ridge Residential Care Facility, transportation awning maintenance. It was only $200, but that was just kind of a
It's right here.
oops.
What happened?
Must have done some damage with the vehicle or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they did, come think about it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yes, they
Something.
drove underneath it.
Yep.
Yeah, that was definitely out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that's what that was.
Okay. I didn't have any other questions.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the claims?
Yes, sir.
Second.
That motion.
Okay, we got a second from Gary. All in favor of approving the claims? Aye.
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 I have my annual urban renewal report for Benton County's TIF, even though it's kind of inactive, we still have to report that we have 0. So I just need a formal approval, Tracy's signature on that.
Okay. And it is 0, correct?
Yes, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not active, but until we decide to
Yeah.
actually close it all.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Routine.
annual thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
For
routine.
the Department of
Yeah.
Management.
Yeah. I'd make the motion that we approve that.
Second.
All in favor of approving the annual renewal report?
We got an initial list.
And,
No.
Tracy does.
and authorizing your signature.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 think it's on the bottom, go smaller. The bottom is, just, yeah, just sign down there.
Okay. We got a liquor license for Chris Olson and Kelsey Olson.
Under Bev the Barbarian,
Where's that at?
on the other page, I think. Must be their corporate meeting. LLC.
Bev the Barbarian LLP?
That's what it said. It comes, they go online and do that, but that's probably the owners is the Olsons.
Sure.
Kelsey Olson. 5-day permit,
That's the minimum.
it is.
Is that the one they usually do out at the,
Christina's, or the weddings, no, it could be, but that one was a traveling camper per se, so. I think this
Okay.
one's different.
2510 55th Street, Benton.
with you fellas there looking it over, I'd appreciate it if you do the motion and the second.
Okay. Is Rick in the maintenance going to show up?
No, they just asked me to do that for you, so, when they're trying to buy online stuff,
Understood?
or it's just hard because they have to apply for credit.
Sure.
So they asked if they could get a credit card as well,
Okay.
and then you want to just do like the average, we put $2,500 limit,
Yep.
that should be plenty.
Yep.
And then I'll give this formal motion to the bank on that.
Well, they've been going through your department for years and years, haven't they?
Yeah, which is normally not a problem, but like if I'm gone to a conference and have it at a hotel and they
Right.
don't have it, or it's just easier to keep track of.
All right.
Okay, get back to the
So you
liquor
ready to act
license.
on that or what?
Not yet, just give me a second, we'll get the liquor license. You want a motion?
So moved.
Okay, we're gonna motion for the liquor license for Bev,
Bev the Barbarian?
yep. I guess I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Well, I'm supposed to sign that, remember?
That one is initial, we have to do that online too.
Okay, now we'll get back to the credit card.
Sure. Well, if you need a motion to approve that
Yes, I do.
with a $2,500 limit, I'll
Yep.
make that motion.
Second.
Okay, Gary seconded, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We got it. And the reports, since Jennifer ain't here yet.
Yeah, but she's gonna be a little later.
Okay.
I got meetings this week, but I don't have anything.
How about you,
No,
Rick?
no
Nothing?
reports.
I gotta think. I had a busy week last week. I met with Belle Plain over their TIF district that they wanna do.
Sure.
I brought maps for everybody. Yours will be here when you get back. I'll explain it more then. Then I had WMA meeting at Rogers Thursday, discussing all the projects and everything that's kind of winding down. That was about it. Then I guess come think about it, I had landfill meeting Thursday night then. And everything's going smooth down there.
Did you want me to put, the parking lot back on or not? Wait, I'll wait till you tell me what's that.
Yeah, why don't you just wait?
Cause next week's election day, so
Yes, we don't,
I'd like to keep it short for
okay,
my purposes.
okay.
Who's all running next week? School boards?
And
City
mayor-
school.
Mayors and councils.
Oh,
Would you want to address the public comment or not? If you're waiting for Jennifer.
Well, I didn't know how far, if she's gonna be here on time.
She told me it would be closer to 9:30.
Really?
That was her email yesterday.
Okay, I guess we can address public comments.
I'm Carla Mall, and I had sent you folks an email regarding just getting a clip of a video, security video, of October 15th, and I didn't know if you approved that or had more questions about it, or, because I was told by the county attorney that it was in your custody, you would make that decision,
Really?
if it could be had. Even though I was told by the sheriff that Ben Turnus could give it to me, so.
That's what we gotta.
And Ben was out last week at a conference in Des Moines,
Yeah.
so I haven't talked to him personally, but I know
Right.
you were in the office and asked.
Yeah, I had asked about it and I'd emailed him multiple times, then the sheriff looked at it and said that it was, he found the place that I needed. And, so, but then the county attorney called me directly and said, no, I would have to get a request, send a request in.
So that was your open records.
So that's what the
request.
email is to you folks about.
So that was considered your open records request to them, correct?
Yes.
So, I don't know, did you look through our security policy at all? I know we have a courthouse security policy, but it's more, so I just wanna make
I
sure.
think this is addressed under the open records.
Okay. That's my only concern. So, since today you were on as public comments, can I put you officially on next week as a request?
I
And
won't
then
be able
get
to
there-
be, I won't be able to be here, but
That's
yeah.
fine, but then like we could read an email or something.
Sure, just
That
as
way
long,
they
just
can
as long as nothing
formally-
happens to that clip in the meantime.
Yeah, they can formally take action on it without.
Yes, that's fine, that's fine.
So do you want me to put your name on that, Carla? No?
Yes,
Okay.
Carla, okay, yes, Mall.
Request
Mm-hmm,
open records,
yes.
October 15th.
Yeah, in the timeframe of probably between 3 and 4 p.m.
Okay, I'll get,
The security camera in the elevator area on 3rd floor. Is that right?
Yep.
That's what you said.
so you already witnessed it then, you watched it.
Yeah, it's there. I don't think anybody else has the ability, all I can do is watch.
I can view it, like I don't know how
I
to
don't
export it or
have a lot of-
anything like that. so-
Right.
Need copies.
Yeah, oh, I get that, I get that, yeah. And that's fine, it's just when he said it was available, and then all of a sudden we got this door thrown up.
Yep.
No, you can't, so. I just wanted to make a clarity of what our request was and why. And it's as much as for our family, it's just, it's a family thing that we cannot let go on and change and move. And this is my sister-in-law Connie while she was in Belle Plaine. And her husband was
Didn't know.
with my in-laws at the time. Whatever happened, we just want to see what happened, so we just make clarity so our family can move forward and just, no, that's not, whoever saw it, everybody saw it, but, once we get to view it, then we can just say, stamp it down right now before it gets any more legs to it.
And you do realize we don't have audio on the video?
Yes,
Okay.
I sure do.
So that's kind of what I would suggest for you guys, if you want to take formal action next week. And maybe they can call you, or do you want to call in? Or we can just have them
That's a
act on it and
possibility,
then,
too. Same time, same place.
or we can have them act on it and get a hold of you afterwards.
That's fine, yeah,
Okay.
that's fine, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, my thing is I just want to make sure that it didn't get blocked,
should- I
that
think
that
we
nobody
have
could access it.
At
so.
least 30 days or more on that before it's gone out in the cloud.
Are those kept forever?
They're on the hard drive, I don't know how long it stores them.
I know at least 30, I think, because I had to go back before and stuff.
Yeah, more, when I originally called in, we were getting up to a week, And that's why I went to the sheriff's office and said, because they were saying Ben was out, and I was just afraid it was gonna be on a weak loop or something like that, and I just wanted to grab it before it was gone, so.
No, it's
But
not,
sheriff assured me that it's there.
it's there. It's not a VCR type system.
Yeah.
It records to the hard drive.
Not an IT person, I don't know.
Oh, no.
No,
Yeah, it's way over my head as well, but
if you
it's
give
just,
me the date, I can go back and look, but I cannot.
and it was just the assurance that he had seen it was
No, it
great comfort.
does exist.
So,
Okay,
that's why we're here today.
all right.
And you have her contact stuff then, so we can follow up next week?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's in my email,
yeah.
so.
Alright, I got it on there then.
Okay.
She's a recognized her.
You should. That's a bad thing. No, that could be
No.
bad. No, I'm kidding.
Grand Central.
I do know that.
You know everybody about me, don't you?
Believe me,
Oh,
you should.
you say all the time.
You said the name, and I thought, yep, I know who that is
Oh,
now.
I had my salon right by, Lisa and Linda's.
And they sold that.
Don't have any good stories on
Maybe way back when. No, I'm just kidding.
And there is no tape, right?
There
is no tape.
No. I don't think there was any phones at that time either. So.
How long were you in Belle Plaine?
12, 13 years?
Really? I remember you there, but I didn't have any idea how long you were there.
Suppose we can go then if we're.
I put that on at 9:15.
What's always here?
Oh,
Okay,
we have time.
Supervisor meeting
Okay.
goes.
She put it on at
I've
9:15,
all seen it.
Thank you for putting that.
so if you guys wanna call in or something, 9:15's the time.
Okay, all right, we'll do that.
No,
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
I'm working on, back to the Veterans Hospital.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good day.
Iowa lands, records. I think what else from this week?
Say, we're sitting around here, why don't we give that to Gary? He can thumb through
This
it.
one?
Yep,
We got that for open, it's Iowa land records, they wanna do a 28E agreement.
the governor signed it. You just take it apart, you can read what the governor signed first. and-
I have all the WMA stuff too, if you wanna. Rick, when you do get back, I do have some things I need signed.
Yep,
It's
I
big.
figured I'd come down to the courthouse.
Yep, it's just some of that for that general obligation debt
Yep.
and things to move forward.
Well, good Lord willing, the flight won't get canceled tomorrow.
Maybe the pilot didn't get his shot.
I'd say it's a good thing you're in
It could
the
be.
southeast instead of the northwest. They're getting
Two
snow.
different flights canceled.
Don't say that word yet.
Yes, that's it.
They're getting a lot of snow out there. Washington, Oregon, Oregon, California,
Should put the fires out.
They were getting rain, I know.
they could use it.
I saw pictures where the roads were covered.
With rocks. Yeah.
Now they'll have mudslides.
And then they got people living on top of people out there. we've got relatives live out there and they come out here and they ask, well, how much do you farm? Well, you go up there till you get to the dirt road. That's just this one. And they say, well, how much is, how much money, how much would it take? And they don't understand. They don't understand it. You can tell them 2 or 3 times, they just don't understand.
Quiet night in the county?
Not bad.
Good.
We've had our share of accidents here in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, we have. Stupid ones.
Yes.
Distracted drivers. Not always.
Yeah, I have no idea about what, but yeah, nothing else explains it.
Anybody getting hurt?
Yeah, there's been some injury, but, so far, everybody's alive.
Good.
Gary, did they work on that crossing down there Blairstown last week?
Yes, but I have not been across it. The crossing in Blairstown, they worked on that as well before they did the one out east of town. They made the one in town much rougher.
Really?
Yeah. So you ain't gonna have to worry about slowing down. If you go across it the second time, you'd be going about 5 miles an hour.
Does the road have to be built up to it or something?
No, they didn't fill in between the tracks. They didn't fill with asphalt all the way, so it's down a little bit. So
Nice.
it was pretty smooth before they took it apart. I think they ran out of asphalt.
The bridge is nice.
Yeah, the bridge is nice.
Well, if they ran out of asphalt before they went to the one east of town, the one east of town can't be much better.
Oh, it's gotta be better than it was. If you got out of your car and watched as someone was going over it, it didn't have to be a truck, all it had to be was a car. You could see the structure underneath moving when they went across that. And that was 2-3 months ago, and it had gotten worse since that time.
So the rails were actually moving.
No, the rails were good, but the crossing, the supports on the sides were going down.
Mm.
It was in bad shape. I had a railroad guy look at it probably, it was in July, maybe, and he wanted to do it right away. He said, "No, I've never seen one like this." But it was bad. I gotta get over it. It's so nice to go across the bridge. I can't go around.
Unfortunately, you gotta go across the tracks, get to the bridge, so yeah.
Yeah. A road that's really bad, and it's not in our county, thank goodness, but south of Marengo, you go straight south to east of Williamsburg 3 miles, I brought a Ben home last week, and I drove less than 55. I probably drove 45, 50 mile an hour, and the Ben moved on the trailer.
Wow.
It was bad. I don't know why they didn't just keep going, because from the stop sign east of, or west of Williamsburg on south, they redid that road, and it was bad, but boy, it's nice now. They'll probably do that other one next year. We gotta haul a bunch of corn out of there, and I think we're gonna go through Williamsburg. It's bad.
Well, it's good that's Iowa County.
Yeah. And the sad part of it is, right after it gets dark, that road straight north of, that little mall or Williamsburg, the deer get pretty thick on there right after dark. You gotta be really careful. That's why I don't like taking it. I'll take the rough road before I take the one straight north of Williamsburg, every time. Well, right at dark. It seems like the deer, they're active right at dark, and then they kind of settle down, and we don't have to worry about it so much later on. That's what we need to do, is hit a deer with a semi.
Sure. What the heck?
It's gonna be 9:30 here in a couple minutes.
She wanted to come in person, so.
Who is the liquor license?
What's that? The Ben the Barbarian
Yeah.
from Olson.
Olson.
Yeah, it is
You have to go out there.
Chris and Kelsey Olson.
They're from Cedar Rapids, the way it looks.
What are they gonna do?
It must be out. They have to still apply when they get those kind of people come in and spend it, and it has to be 5 days, because it's kind of the minimum.
How much they get charged for that?
From the state, or from, to hire someone. The Mott did the one with that little, that's neat. Insurance is crazy.
That's why a lot of town celebrations go through the Lions Club or somebody, because they can get under the international
For
national charter and the insurance is much less.
What's the bottom right-hand corner on this deal?
What'd you say, Gary?
What's the bottom right-hand corner on this? The state is going to, have more control, or what's going on?
On that, on the AD? I think it just has to do with what's public or not in the land records. I put it on at 9:15 after she emailed me, and then she didn't respond back, and she can be later, or we could have been.
What can I do for you, sir? Oh, hey, Frank. What are you doing? Good. Oh, yeah. You ever here to see the VA? Yeah. Oh, okay. No problem. What do you know?
Maybe we could just call her too. About 9:30.
Said it was just a lady.
Yeah, good been here.
Didn't catch her in time, I just got a glimpse of somebody.
It's a little chilly in here, I forgot, I turned that off last week and forgot to turn it back on. Maybe I'll tell Dick that's one of his duties to check. Turn the lights off, lock the door.
So what has to be done with this as far as we're concerned? Nothing?
They have to by law inform.
But it's in town already, right?
Yeah, but they say.
Yeah, but what their plan is, if you split the two maps up, that one there, the Big Wish right here, is actually farm ground. It's in the 10-year set aside, and they're hoping to put houses out there in a long distance, you know, nothing in the future, but.
These are of the same property, correct?
Yep, yep. But like I said, you got the urban renewal, what they want to do, and then the TIF grant, what they actually want to get done. They had a firm out of Cedar Rapids come and rebuilt like the senior citizens home. That would be east of the Lutheran church there, I guess. They were really ran down and it was kind of a, I don't know, it was just a bad deal. Company from Cedar Rapids stuck over $1 million in them and revitalized them, brought them up to being brand new again. I think, don't quote me on it, it was 30-some apartments that they could rent out, and they only got one rented so far. But anyway, this company wants to come in and put another 30 or 60 more right next to them. But they were just, you know, it'll need streets, water and sewer. So that's, you know, that's the two different maps. Like I said, the TIF map.
There's a lot of properties there.
And see, they want to,
Well,
and
you'll see
they're
it's
going
not.
on what I call the old part of town. It's like where the bowling alley is, where the Dollar General is.
Oh,
You know what I mean? It's
So-
what I call the old part of town.
this is
All in
actually,
business.
this is north.
Yep. Yes.
Where's the bowling alley at?
Way down here, right on the road,
Right on here.
right through there.
Right there.
Okay. So, there's a body place along here.
Yep, yep. And I can't think of the name of the business that, it's not there no more, but, they got like a chain link fence around there, a big steel warehouse.
Car
Okay, they're empty then.
Well,
That's,
And there's a welding shop right next, on the far east of it. But that welding shop ain't in the TIF district that they wanna.
I'm gonna say, cause there was always, see, it's Rainbow, Sunset, this is new, this is the church, this is Washington Apartments. It was designed as an X, and Father Graham built it, and there was, the lower half was there. He'd never finished the upper half. And it looks like they're planning on, or maybe they did, build the upper half now.
but there's houses. This is houses
Yeah,
here.
these are all,
Hello, Jennifer.
they go up,
You have your printout.
this Eastern Avenue does not exist right now.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I brought them,
Oh,
along too.
where's the golf course at?
Right here,
Oh,
And I
okay.
have,
right there.
did you find the one?
And what's this? It looks like a lake or something.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I have
That
I have one to
Uh,
sign.
pond
so that
at,
we can-
Got a copy.
Wait, I might even have two.
oh goodness,
It feels like I need to.
veterinary.
Yeah.
It's a pond
Yeah.
that sits
So,
up on the hill.
yep.
And then this
Sign those so
pond,
that-
These
This
were
is the
already
water
formally
tower.
approved, you just need signatures, and I'll probably
and
back
then
date
there's a
that,
pond over the hill here.
right?
This
Yeah.
is Joe
Yeah,
don't
Malachek.
date.
On the 16th of June is the day of your meeting. We did it, I don't know where the paper is, like the signed version. I couldn't find it.
The cemetery ain't,
It was probably
cemetery's
in
out
his
here,
backpack,
correct?
and I didn't think to
Yeah.
take that
See,
Cemetery ain't in
that
it.
day.
This is cemetery.
yep. Right here,
Mhm.
that's the cemetery.
And it ain't on this one,
No,
must be right out in here,
What's that?
Which thing is?
cemetery.
No, right where.
It's here.
Okay, sure. Yep.
no, we can see the roads and stuff there. No, cemetery's on out here. Here's the cemetery. It's not on this one. Here's the cemetery. This was Doc Douglas's place back here.
Yeah, that's a much bigger map,
Yep.
because this isn't on here
Yep.
either.
Yeah, because here's Rainbow, goes up and around. There's Sunset, goes up and around, and then
Okay.
this east.
All right, Jennifer.
Okay.
We'll start off with, change order
Yep.
for the Jorgensen site.
Right, so I'm the non-ad Adam for you today. Jennifer with East Central Iowa, there's someone from East Central Iowa Council of
Rick
Governments. Hi, Rick. Can you hear me okay?
Can you hear?
She's a little hard to hear.
Okay, come closer.
Bring a chair.
Are you sure? Better?
Hope so.
Not better. We'll make it better. Okay.
Okay.
So, we have a change order today for a project for the Middle Cedar Watershed, Iowa Watershed Approach projects that, as you know, are all going through you guys. The Jorgensen site, which I maybe should have looked at a map, but like geographically where it is, I'm not 100% sure.
It's southwest here.
Okay, southwest of here.
Yep.
So, the issue here is that when they designed the pond, they thought there was an existing 6-inch tile. When they got into construction, number one, they couldn't find it. The one that they thought was there, and the other one that they thought was there, but was crushed and clogged. So neither of them were usable, obviously. So they decided to, their solution was to go back to the drawing board and do a single 8-inch tile instead. And what you have hopefully in front of you is the change order that WHKS worked up. It's, so instead of the two 6-inch tiles, using an 8-inch, the reason only one was found and the other one was clogged, which I basically just said. What they decided to do was a little over $10,000 for the pipe, $600 each for the outlet, and then the lump sum to have the PCI contractors go back to that site. So it comes up to $13,900. We do have it in the construction budget. It's, I think, over the, I don't know if there's a contingency, but it must have been over that amount. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing a change. So, we're just here to authorize that and get it done, basically. Is that usually what Adam did, was just explain? Okay. And I have a couple to sign here today.
I've been out here, I seen it,
Okay,
I know what's going on,
okay, good. So,
You can make my copy if you want to use hers that way. There you go.
okay?
She's got them all organized and stuff.
So do I have a motion for the change order for the Jorgensen's Pond for fixing the tile in the amount of $13,900?
How long a tile is it that they're gonna replace?
Not quite a quarter mile.
No.
It's a ways. You probably never been out there to see where this all is and everything. You come off the gravel road and you go south into the field, next to the creek, and then you turn and then you come up the waterway all the way back to the west up the hill, you know, and it's the tile that are in the waterway. So evidently there's two tile.
One on each side of the waterway,
Right,
probably.
and evidently they're just gonna put one 8-inch.
Is that gonna work?
Don't know.
engineers say so. That's their job.
Sometimes there's a reason for two tile.
Well, they didn't find the one they thought was there.
Yeah.
So I think it was, and the other one was clogged, it was crushed and clogged, so.
So moved.
Tracy?
Yeah.
Have you visited with Marlon about this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, and he's good with it?
Yeah, well, I haven't, I knew there was a problem. I was been out there and seen, well, what can I see? It was dry. It ain't like there's water running on top of the hill, you know, and I did see where they did explore trying to find it, and there was busted tile on top of the dirt, you know what I mean, where they did explore to find the tile. But, you know, it's dry this summer, so I'm just taking everybody's word that it's plugged and they never found the right one when they built the pond.
Right, right,
So, you know,
okay.
I'm just taking everybody's word, you know, but there was tile there, so,
Yep. Well, as long as Marlon's good with this going to one rather than two.
I guess, is he happy with it? You don't know?
Don told me that he's been in touch with them. Don is like
Yep.
the construction supervisor person.
Right,
He says that this is fine with him, they just want to get it done.
okay, okay.
Okay,
So,
With the WHKS, right?
mhm.
all right. Well, I think Gary made the motion, so I'll second it.
All right, all in favor for the change order for the Jorgensen's Pond?
Aye.
Aye. There you go.
Fantastic. The other two are easy. So the other two action items that I have for you is amending existing sub-agreements for the Iowa Watershed Approach Project. So the first one, is it the University of Iowa next on the list? Yep. So the first one is for the University of Iowa, that's the Iowa Flood Center that's housed within the university. They're the ones who are doing the modeling, they've got the sensors out in the field, they're doing all of that to, the model that they did was to get a picture of the hydrology. Once all these projects are built, they're getting the as-built designs, plugging them into the model to see what kind of impact we have on flood mitigation, basically. So because of COVID, the U.S. Housing and Urban Development HUD gave all of their disaster recovery a blanket 1-year no cost, time-only extension. I guess that's how they worded it, is a time-only extension. So, we were supposed to be done at the end of September, then we got extended until the end of December, and now we're extended till the end of June in 2022. And so this amendment does two things, pretty administrative. It extends the date to get their work done until the end of June 2022. It also incorporates the new updated required contract provisions. You know, Iowa Economic Development Authority and HUD are really big on these, that every contract has to have, you know, the up-to-date provisions. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and update them for these sub-agreements. And so that's what you have in the amendment language. First, time only, new end date, July 30, 2022. Second, update required provisions attached in the document that I sent to Haley. So that's what I got.
So moved.
We're doing the Flood Center one right now.
Yep, the Flood Center.
The Iowa Flood Center one.
Mhm.
Okay, Gary made that motion, didn't he?
Yep,
To extend that,
yep,
that's to June 30th,
Yep,
22,
yep,
correct?
yep.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 great, thank you. The next and last that I have for you is an exact same amendment, but for the East Central Iowa Council of Governments to do the admin and the project delivery. And what's convenient about this is in June, last summer, 2020, I guess the summer before last summer, good Lord, time goes fast. In 2020, we updated this contract for administrative services to include project delivery. And thankfully, that sort of saved us when Adam left the position and the state wanted us to just, you know, sort of look after things instead of trying to hire somebody for less than a year. So that's what we've done, and that's what we've been using to build to. So we're saving on the coordinator money, but we're billing to project delivery kind of out of the same bucket of funds from the grants point of view. Anyway, we did that last June, so I just wanted to point that out again. And just in case you were wondering, like, how are we getting, you know, services done now that Adam's gone? That's how it's working. And I'm working really closely with WHKS to make sure that everything's staying on track. And I'm thinking we might be able to do 2 and possibly 3 small projects with the money that we still have. So there's a possibility we may do a couple more projects. Anyway, this one is the exact same time-only extension to June 30, 2022, and update the required contract provisions. So,
Good. I'll make the motion that we extend that to June 30th, 22.
Second.
Gary seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
thank you. And just generally, things seem to be going okay. I gave more of an update at the Watershed Management Authority. Do you want me to say anything that you think was helpful? Other than the projects that we have bid out are all either done or started, so that's good. There were a couple snafus with seating contractors going seating too soon and not how they were supposed to, so we're getting that fixed at no additional cost. This broken change order thing, that fixes that issue. And then we've got 2 folks who are interested for sure to get a project that's kind of smaller, but we weren't sure we would have enough money, but I think we're going to. So we'll see if we can get those done yet before the end of June. I guess that's it.
Okay.
I mean, unless you have questions.
Hard property,
Hart, yeah.
how are they coming on that?
The last I heard is that, isn't that the one where they just need to do fencing? Is that, I think
That's
that's,
the conservation ground,
oh. Yeah, no, they're still moving dirt.
okay?
Yeah, they're still moving dirt on that one. I didn't talk to Don yet this week, so
Okay.
I don't have any new information, but,
Well, I'm sure they ain't moving dirt.
well, yeah, obviously not over the
No.
week, not with how wet it is, but that's where they were at last, I talked to them last week. So that one's still happening.
Okay,
I know there's one that's waiting on fencing, and I know there's two that are waiting on reseeding.
yeah. And has Don come back out here to do the site?
I don't know, I hadn't talked to him yet this week, but I know that was in his plan to do.
Okay.
And I just went by and I saw there's a little bit of water in there.
Yeah,
So hopefully that doesn't mess with I think their instruments can still
yeah,
do what
then
needs,
just have to walk out,
yeah, do what needs to be done.
okay?
So,
He could call me if he wants to hand.
okay. Okay, I'll let him know. Yeah. It's gonna look nice out there, really, once everything gets rightly done.
Seated. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. Good?
All right. we're
Good. Do you need these, or do you
You
have?
want him to sign all that?
I do want you to sign, yeah. This looks like I need this.
Those are those
Yep.
ones you're supposed to-
Okay, thank you very much.
And then you want these too.
Mm-hmm. And I see a little,
Because usually what Adam would do once you get the contractor's signature.
And
is
scan
it out
it.
to me.
I can do that. Lots of signing.
You got a meeting with these folks?
Had it last week,
Oh, it was last week.
Yeah, the WMA meeting, it went well, I think.
yeah?
It was.
You got a meeting Thursday?
Yeah, but that's what's easy to call.
No.
Yeah, that's a EC Cup board meeting.
This is that change order.
Yeah, that might be the old one,
This one is,
I think.
so then I don't have to put my name in.
No date, yeah, I'll do that.
No, I think I do.
Oh, you do, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind, my bad. These. Do I take
Do I have to do
those?
a test on that one?
I'm not sure.
Yep, you need this one. This one you can do.
So much paperwork.
I know, and a lot of it is the same on
It
the back
is.
side, it's just,
I know, but
yeah. As I have the scan ones, and once you do your others, just get it back to me.
where are we at with the match money? Is it spent down?
I think we adjusted the gaps on the last one,
Good, okay.
so.
So now when
We're working on that.
Now when I look at the remaining budget for construction, that should be
Should be, because
Okay.
I think he took off that full 318
Good.
or whatever it was.
that way I can know if we can do
those
those
other
other two projects. Okay, perfect.
He
Great.
adjusted, I think it was July and August,
Yep,
because we kind of combined two there.
perfect. Wonderful. Okay.
I think, does he still go on leave or guard?
He just was for 2 days and now there's not another one, I think, until spring.
Okay, because I know sometimes that would be our hand
Yes.
up a little bit.
Yes. There was a lot of it, especially with the.
We were still actually at the end of fiscal year in the negative in that fund, but
Right. But we should
we
be.
should be fine now.
Good now. Okay. Great, thank you.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
See ya.
I'll take any motions to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I ever-
And I'll second that.
Cool. All in favor of adjourning for the day?